Hi everybody, it's Tammy with stampwithtammy.com, and I am here with another 5-minute card video. Well, 5-ish minutes. We're going to make this card today, and this features the Regal Distressed Patterns paper. It comes with the green, which is pretty peacock, just the white and gold, and then there's a really pretty, somewhere in here, here it is, cherry cobbler in gold. So let's get started. We're gonna start with, oh, I guess I should show you the whole card. So it opens up like this. So it's not really a fun fold, but it's fun. We're gonna start with a piece of pretty peacock. Basically it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then I just cut off 1 1/4 off one of the front of the card. Technically it's 5.5 by 7 1/4. And then we're just going to fold this, burnish it, put that aside. Then we have 2 pieces of gold foil somewhere. This one is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. This is 5 1/4 by 1. And then the designer paper is 5 1/8 by 2 5/8, 5 1/8 by 7 1/8. And then you also need a scrap of the gold foil and a scrap of basic white, and then a piece of basic white for the inside, which is 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. So let's get started. We're going to stamp. We're using the greetings of the season. I'm using the season's greetings. And then this one is actually from the iconic imagery set, and I'm just using this small stamp. Sorry, I don't usually like to use 2 different stamp sets, but it is what it is. The sentiments don't have any images, so we're just going to ink up my stamp in pretty peacock ink. Don't rock, because you can see I got stuff all over it. And then put that aside. And then on the inside piece, I'm just going to stamp 1 or 2. Just like that. And that is it for the stamping. I just re-inked my pretty peacock ink pad, so it's really messy. We're going to stamp, or I'm sorry, punch 2 circles out of circle punches. The first is the gold is out of the 2 inch, and the sentiment is from the 1 3/4. So I'm just going to stamp that or punch that. Gosh, what am I thinking? Put that away, and then the 1 3/4. The easiest way to do this is hold it upside down. Slide your sentiment in, center it where you want it, and then punch. Super simple. Okay, now we're just going to put all this together. So some of the Stampin' Seal, just like that. Now to do the entire card, first we do all of our layers. Don't need that much. Just like that. And it's only 1/8 of an inch around. I just wanted a peak of the gold around this. And then this is a bit bigger border. Just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing for the lower part. I have some other samples for you too, and all using pretty much the same measurements. But maybe some different patterns. So there you have that, and then this just goes on the inside. You could add another greeting if you wanted. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I could add, you know, one of the bigger I call them secondary sentiments on the inside if you want. I'm just going to leave mine. Okay, so you want to see where you're going to put it, and then you only want to put adhesive on the top half. Okay, because if you don't, your card will be sealed. And then I'm going to use some of these blooming pearls. They're really pretty, and you could use, they do have the pretty peacock as well. I'm just going to use the gold, and let's see where we want to put them. 1, 2, 3. I do like embellishments. And there you have your card. I did smear mine a little bit here. I'll have to fix that later. But here's the original. And again, it opens. Now I have some others. So I pulled out the Regal Winter designer paper. I love this paper, and I wanted to make a different sample for you guys. So this one, I only have one layer. So this is the 2 3/4 by 5 1/4 and 5 1/4 by 1. So that's the gold measurements. And then I just stamped the flower from Textured Florals and the hello from the Everyday Greetings, which I can't find right now. If you guys could see my stamp room, you'd be amazed that I can find anything. But anyway, so there. And I wanted to show you how you can use 2 coordinating pieces of designer paper. And so this was out on my desk, so I couldn't stop using it. This is the Regal Winter, the Wild Wheat design. Love it. I cut out some dies from Early Espresso and Wild Wheat from the Textured Florals dies. And then this is the Wild Wheat ribbon. And this is all from the peony, I can't say that one, Poised Peony. Stamped it in Wild Wheat, and then the sentiment is Early Espresso. And then you just open it just like that. And then again, another one. I think this one's really cool though. I use some of this silver and white ribbon. This is the Night of Navy pattern, and I layered it onto white. This is really cool. What I did was I stamped the large flower from Textured Florals in white craft ink, and I heat set it so that it would be dry. And then down here you'll see a little bit of a mess up. I wanted to stamp the Night of Navy, or the small flower in Night of Navy, but it didn't show up that well. And then it messed up my embossing powder. It stuck to the Night of Navy of all things. But anyway, I stamped and embossed the sentiment in white. And then you just open this up. And I didn't put white in here. I'm going to actually, this is for a friend of mine. And I'm going to write in white gel pen. So I thought that would look pretty. And then I did make one that wasn't from the Regal Winter. This is from the, oh gosh, what's it called? Oh, Sweetest Star. I just think this is so cute. And then this paper is from a new thing that we sell that we just came out with. It's the Reindeer Memories workshop packet. You can make all kinds of things with this, but it's got really fun designer paper. And so that's what I used. I thought the reindeer went perfectly with Santa Claus. And then I embossed the sentiment in white onto some of the other designer paper. Can you see that? And y'all, I was really brave. I had already put all this together and then I embossed it. So thank goodness I didn't mess up. And then on the Santa Claus, I don't know if you guys can see that. I used some of the enamel effects, the pearl on his beard and hat, all the white accents. And then you just open it up. And there you have it. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you in a couple weeks with another card. Bye.